in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the LA Chargers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
59.
Herbert to throw right away. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Chargers had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Herbert going to give to Hampton. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
It's a quarterback sneak. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
6-0 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adonai Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Well, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Adonai Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8.
Lions 14, Chargers 6.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if...
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a couple of the lead.
The Chargers.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Yeah, this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Come on.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Signaled for and taken. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Trap 60. Trap 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw again. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 17 yards.
On the stick.
And the Lions first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Detroit.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Come on.
Chargers 44-yard line.
And it's complete to Mitchell. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Williams. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Ready, set.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now it's second and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, it's Hampton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. A gain of 3, second down. Now back to throw. It's Williams on the catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Hampton. Touchdown, Chargers. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And picked up by the Chargers. And that might just cement it. A